Italy, Friday, January 15, 2016. Italian lawmakers officially decriminalized medical marijuana cultivation and marijuana research. Instead of prison time, those who violate medical marijuana growing rules will now only receive a fine. In addition to easing punishments on medical pot growers, the new rules also decriminalize cannabis researchers who violate growing regulations. Cannabis researchers in Italy will no longer risk jail time if they grow more marijuana than the state allows. The terms of that proposal suggest that people over the age of 18 could cultivate up to 5 plants at home, and growers could set up social clubs moving a maximum of 50 people and 250 plants, according to Italian news. It also called for new possession laws that would allow people to store 15 grams of marijuana at home and carry around up to 5 grams of the drug. To date, the proposal has yet to be enacted, but Italian officials hope that last week's smaller changes will be beneficial. While the new rules don't immediately change the country's laws regarding recreational use, many are hopeful that Friday's actions could be the first step towards eventual legalization of marijuana.
What is this?
Why is Facebook shutting down legal marijuana pages in the U.S.? Authorized cannabis businesses in some states are entirely legal, so they say they were left puzzled in recent weeks when their Facebook pages were suddenly shut down. Reports suggest that at least a dozen cannabis businesses across 6 U.S. states have had their Facebook pages disabled in the past few weeks. When BBC Trending contacted Facebook, they issued this official statement. In order to maintain a safe environment on Facebook, we have community standards that describe what is and is not allowed on the service. Anyone can report content to us if they think it violates our standards. Our team reviews these reports rapidly and will remove the content if there is a violation. The social network's advertising policy also states that ads must not promote the sale of illegal prescription or recreational drugs.
What is this?
Oregon. State officials have announced that starting July 15th, Oregon will begin issuing reparation payments for those previously convicted of marijuana-related crimes within the past decade. Carol Shapiro is the newly appointed coordinator for the Oregon Department of Marijuana Reparations, and he elaborated, individuals who served prison time for drug offenses involving marijuana within the last 10 years will automatically be eligible for a refund for any fines and fees incurred as a result for those convictions, as well as compensation for pain and suffering endured for being incarcerated. These parties will also have their records automatically expunged.
What is this?
Canada. A federal court judge in Vancouver on Wednesday ruled that medical marijuana patients have the constitutional right to grow their own cannabis, striking down a ban introduced by Canada's previous Conservative government. A group of British Columbia residents took Canada to court in 2013, arguing a new law requiring medical marijuana patients to buy cannabis from licensed producers instead of growing their own was unconstitutional. They said marijuana grown under the government system was too expensive and did not allow them to control the strains and dosages of their treatment. New federal health minister Jane Philpott told reporters, "We understand that of course Canadians who require medical marijuana for the purposes of addressing their illnesses need to have access to it." Last June, Vancouver City councillors voted to license marijuana dispensaries, which operate outside the current federal framework, becoming the first Canadian city to regulate retailers. Shares of medical marijuana producers plunged on Wednesday after the ruling. Take a weed break at work? It's allowed.
What is this?
At most offices in America, smoking a joint during your lunch break or eating cannabis-laced brownies at your desk would land you in HR. But in some states, not only won't you be punished, you might be rewarded. Kyle Sherman and Chase Wiseman co-founded FlowHub, which provides software for the cannabis industry since 2015. The Denver-based startup has been a weed-friendly workplace from day one. If it helps our employees get work done, then we don't care if they consume it at work. Sherman and Chase both consume marijuana at work, either in weekly brainstorming meetings or towards the end of the day. It definitely surfaces new ideas and a fresh take on things, said Sherman. While recreational marijuana is legal in Colorado, smoking any of its kind isn't allowed in the building. So FlowHub's 18 employees, most of them millennials, are free to bring cannabis-infused edibles, sodas, and juices. So far, there haven't been any negative outcomes.
We would like to thank our underwriters for making this program possible. Please follow us on social media. And public access television.